Good morning, everybody. Kathy Hawk here. To create clarity, what I was thinking about today is how much of the real estate in my mind, and of course Gary's, because he and I talk all the time, and all of our clients, how much of that space in my head that can be very creative is spent rehashing things. And that's why I said today that we should talk about stopping negative self-talk. So Gary, when you read his blog on Friday, he calls it mind tripping into bleakness, and with his usual sense of humor, as he writes in depth about it with some really good stories. So do read it Friday. Between now and then, though, the most important thing to remember is that as you go to bed at night, if you can set in place some 5 things that you're grateful for, and it's like your mind, as it relaxes and goes into the subconscious, that's it's like paving the way for you to have a better night's sleep and to wake up in the morning without all that mental chatter that can happen when you start your day. It can happen negatively, and that's not that's not going to work. Now, you all know that there's a big flow pattern, the clarity river. And that's what that is a big flow pattern. And I know it's hard to see in this. So I'm going to hold it up for you, the one that you can see better. And right in, let me get there we go. Right about, I'd say a third of the way in, all of us are going to encounter this tendency of the limbic brain to want to go back and rehash things from the past and then make up stories about what could happen in the future. And so instead of being in present time, you go from future tripping to past tripping. So you're swinging back and forth like a monkey on a vine. And what it's doing is it's robbing you of the joy of the present moment. One of the best ways, as I said earlier, was to reset your field, kind of pave the way when you go to bed. Like you can do, of course, you're not watching TV or, reading anything negative or, on Facebook. We know that you would know not to do that right before you fall off into sleep. But should that be happening, a good thing to do would be to stop that. That's not a healthy habit. And then a healthy habit, you can put your hands on your heart and do 5 connected breaths. And with each breath that you take, you can think of something for you're grateful. I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that I'm healthy. I'm grateful that, for us, that our family, our children and our grandchildren are healthy. I'm really grateful that our new puppy is growing up and being less of a crazy entity in our life. So that's the idea for you. Just keep yourself as positive as possible and go into your sleep with calmness. So that's a good practice for this week. Let me end that. And